Hi, I'm Ewashkiw from Adventure Yoga, and this is a beginner's yoga class. It's a vinyasa practice for all. The best way to take care of the future is to take care of the present. So your work in class today is to stay in the present, to stay with me, to stay with your breath, and to take the practice one pose at a time, even though we're going to link them together because it's a flow. Please unroll your mat and take a comfortable seat on your mat, and I will meet you there in just a few seconds. To begin, please come into child's pose. Take your knees wide. Have your big toes touching behind you. Sit on your heels. And then walk your hands forward and fold forward. Rest your forehead on the ground. Child's pose, also called Shavasana. Steady your breath. Your breath helps you stay in the moment and be present. Your work today is to stay present, to work to prevent your mind from wandering to whatever you have to do today or whatever worries you have, but to be here with yourself. This is all that there is. Come up to all fours. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Bring your knees a little bit closer together and make your shins parallel to each other. Round your back, look towards your belly, cat pose. Push through your hands and your lower legs and stretch your spine. And then with an inhale, arch your back, look forward and up. Move your pelvis back and lift up through your tailbone. Cow pose. Stretch the front of your belly. And then move back into cat. Inhale. Stretch your spine. And exhale. Arch your back. Cow pose. We'll do one more of each of those. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Then come to a neutral spine. Stretch your right leg back, bring your toes down to the ground and straighten your right leg. And then push through your hands, push through your right toes, step your left leg back and tuck your toes, push your toes into the ground. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. This is plank pose. We're not going to stay here for very long. It's already time to move. Bend your knees a little and come up into downward facing dog. To do that, lift your hips up and back, push your hands down and forward. This is an open level practice, but I'm going to mostly focus on it being a beginner's practice. So keep your knees bent. If you want to practice with your legs straight, you can do that. I'm going to do the more beginner variations of the poses. I'll give you options to take it a little bit further if that's what you'd like. Push down through your hands and lift up through your sit bones. But I know that in my own experience, when I go to basics classes or beginners classes, they are some of the hardest classes for me. So work to be in the present moment and not rush ahead or take a variation where you're like, oh, just cuz. But work to stay present and do what's appropriate. Look forward and walk forward. Have your feet about hip distance apart. Come up onto your fingertips and bend your knees as much as you need to so that you can touch the ground. Uttanasana. Relax your head and fold over your legs, or forward fold, we usually call this. Push down with your fingertips a little, push forward a little, and move your chest back toward your thighs or push it into your thighs if that's available. Lift through your tailbone. Not to straighten your legs, but to get a little more length through the backs of your legs. And then push down through your fingertips, straighten your arms, and lift your chest a little bit. Look down at the ground and stretch through the top of your head and your neck. Arda Uttanasana, or half forward fold. Keep your knees bent here. Touching the ground is really important here so that you can find some more length for the backs of your legs, for your hamstrings. And then fold forward, Uttanasana. Arda Uttanasana, straighten your arms, lift your chest a little. And Uttanasana, fold forward. Step one leg back at a time, come down to your shins. Bring your feet flat, your legs close to each other, and sit up on your heels. You can stay there. I'm just going to turn and face you in the same position. Vajrasana, this is called. Look down at the ground or close your eyes. Breathe through your nose. If for whatever reason you can't breathe through your nose today, that's okay. Just breathe through your mouth. Sit up tall. Bring your hands together in the prayer position in front of your heart. We're going to do a basics vinyasa today. One of the things we do in a vinyasa practice is breathe together and move together. So let's start that by breathing together here. Exhale, and at the bottom of your breath, hold your breath out so that we can breathe together. I'm going to count our breath to a count of 3. So exhale a little bit more, and then let's inhale together. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Do 2 rounds of that on your own. After the second round, I'll have you inhale, and we'll sing 1 Om together. So at the end of your second round, hold your breath out, so we can all meet there. Breath out. Exhale fully. And slow and steady inhale, and we'll sing 1 Om. Inhale. And exhale, lower your hands. If your eyes are closed, open your eyes. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. And exhale, bring your hands to the ground beside your hips. Push down through your feet. Lean back a little, lift your knees up. Inhale. Push through your hands and then place your feet on the ground. Exhale and stand up. Tadasana. Inhale. Stand at the top of your mat with your feet about hip distance apart, parallel to each other. Stretch your arms down at your sides. Even when I'm not instructing breath, please breathe. Super important, right? But we all know that. And stretch down through your arms, stretch long through your spine. We're going to do 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar A, or the Sun Salutation A, because there are a few of them, and because I'm Canadian. Inhale to stretch your arms up and overhead, A. Stretch through your arms, push down through your feet, stay here with your exhale. And then inhale, bend your knees a little and fold forward and touch the ground again. Stay here in the forward fold. Exhale, Uttanasana. Push down through your fingertips and straighten your arms. Inhale, Arda Uttanasana, come up part way, stretch through your spine, stay here with your exhale. And with your inhale, place your hands flat, so bend your knees as much as you need to and step one leg back at a time and come back into the plank pose, shoulders over your wrists. Stay here with your exhale. Bring your knees down to the ground, inhale. Push through your hands and bend your elbows as you exhale. Point your elbows back behind you. Then untuck your toes to place the tops of your feet on the mat. Lower your pelvis down to the ground. And inhale, lift your chest up and forward a little. Stay here. This is Cobra pose. Exhale. Move your shoulders down. Stretch your elbows back. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips. Up and back, lift your knees, downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent if you're newer to the practice, and if you are used to practicing with your legs straight, try it with legs bent and see how it makes you feel. If you really want to straighten your legs here, that's fine. Steady your breath. Look forward and exhale. If your legs are straight, bend them and walk forward. Inhale as you walk forward, and exhale, fold forward, touch the ground. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Come up on your fingertips and straighten your arms, lift your chest, stretch your spine, inhale, and stay here, exhale. Fold forward again, inhale, and fold deeply, Uttanasana, exhale. Push through your feet, and with your knees bent, stand up. Lift your chest, stretch your arms up, inhale. Have your hands shoulder distance apart and look forward, and stay here, exhale. Bring your arms down to your sides, Tadasana. Inhale. And exhale. We'll take that from a full breath for each pose to a half breath for each pose. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, stretch your arms up, Urdhva. Bend your knees and exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Come up on your fingertips, straighten your arms. Inhale, stretch your spine, Arda Uttanasana. Exhale, place your hands flat and step back to plank pose. Inhale, bring your knees down to the ground and bend your elbows with your exhale. Untuck your toes, place your feet flat, place your hips down. Inhale, lift your chest a little, move your shoulders down, Cobra pose. Tuck your toes and push it up and back. Lift your hips, then lift your knees, downward facing dog. Push through your hands, lift up through your tailbone. Inhale and exhale. Bring your ears between your upper arms. Inhale. Exhale. Move your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward. Inhale. And start to walk forward. Exhale. Come up onto your fingertips and fold forward. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten your arms, lift your chest. Inhale. Arda Uttanasana. Half forward fold. Exhale. Fold forward. Bend your knees. Stand up. Reach up. Urdhva. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your arms to your sides. Tadasana. Something a little bit different. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Bend your knees and exhale, fold forward. Step just your left leg back. Step your leg back. You might need to walk your right foot forward a little bit so that you come into a lunge. Work to have your right shin straight up and down. Have your left toes pushing down into the ground, and work to have your left heel over your ball of your foot, but do your best. So this is lunge. We generally call this lunge. It's got a fancy Sanskrit name, but it doesn't matter right now. Take your right arm inside your right leg. Walk your left hand over to the left a little bit, and then turn and face your body towards the front left corner of your mat. So we're going to keep doing the lunge in our legs, and we're going to do sort of down dog in our upper body. So bend your elbows and fold in a little, and then stretch your arms out in front of you. Push your hands down into the mat, move your chest back, and work to bring your ears between your arms. Stretch your right knee forward, stretch back through your left leg. We call this one down dog lunge in my world. Welcome to Adventure Yoga. And then to come out, walk your hands back to center and step your left leg forward. I'll show you a modification on the second side of this. Step your right leg back. You can also do this with your back knee on the ground. So if it's too challenging with your knee up, you can come to the low lunge. So choose knee down or knee up. Bring your left arm inside your left leg. Turn your upper body to face the front right corner of your mat. Walk your hands out in that direction a little. Place your hands flat and push your hands down. Move your chest back. Don't drop your head, but bring your ears between your upper arms. So it's knee down, down dog lunge, or knee up, down dog lunge. And then come back to center and step your right leg forward. You can take as many steps as you need to get there. Touch your fingertips to the ground, bend your knees as much as you need. Uttanasana. Bend your knees and stand up. Reach up, Urdhva, and bring your arms to your sides. Tadasana. Cool. We're going to put that down dog lunge into a little bit of a flow. So it'll come up once on each side in this next flow. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Urdhva. Bend your knees. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Step your left leg back. Then step your right leg back. It's not down dog lunge yet. It's plank pose. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Bring your knees down to the ground. Inhale. Bend your elbows and hover off the ground. So only bend your elbows as much as you can to also hold your body up. This is called Chaturanga. Don't worry, I'll stop talking about it now. Come down to your belly, untuck your toes, place your feet flat. Behind your head, hold your head with your hands. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Lift your elbows and then lift your head and chest. Look forward. Your feet will want to come off the ground. Work to keep them on the ground and lift through your upper back a little more. This is called locust pose or Shavasana. And then release your hands, bring them back beside your chest and touch down, like we did before in Cobra. And then lift your shoulders, lift your chest, Cobra. Move your shoulders down your back, look forward. Tuck your toes in, and we're going back to downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. Lift your knees, push it back, down dog. I'm going to keep doing it with my knees bent, but if you have decided you want to do it with legs straight, do down dog with legs straight. It's all good. Step your right foot forward. So I like to come up onto my fingertips here. It helps give me a little bit more space to step forward. Step your right foot forward. Take as many steps as you need to get your ankle under your knee. Then look back at your left foot. Slide it forward a little bit, and then turn your left heel in and down. Turn your left toes forward a bunch. It's very accurate, I know. Push through your feet. Bring your hands onto your waist, lift your torso, and then turn your hips to face forward as much as you can, and stretch your right knee forward over your ankle. Look forward and stretch your arms up overhead, Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Stretch down through your tailbone and move your belly back towards your spine so you can stretch up through your fingers. Bring your hands down to the ground. Inhale, we're going to come back to the breath a little. Lift your left heel and exhale, step it back to plank pose. Inhale, bring your knees down to the ground. And exhale, bend your elbows to a point where you can hold your body off the ground. Place your feet flat, hips down. Inhale, cobra. And tuck your toes. Exhale into downward facing dog. Come up onto your fingertips and inhale. And exhale, step your left foot forward. Take as many steps as you need to get your ankle under your knee. Inhale, look back at your right foot. And exhale, slide it forward a little. Turn your right heel in and down. Inhale, bring your hands onto your waist, lift your torso and look forward. And exhale, stretch your arms up, warrior one, other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, here. Stretch down through your tailbone, move your belly back. And inhale once more. And exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. Inhale, lift your right heel and place your hands flat as you exhale and step back to plank. Inhale, knees to the ground. Exhale, bend your elbows. Chaturanga, hover off the ground. Hips down, feet flat. Inhale, cobra. Your shoulders down. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come to your fingertips. Inhale, and step your right foot forward for the lunge. Exhale, because now it's time for down dog lunge. Inhale, bring your right arm inside your right leg. Look to the front left corner of your mat. Walk your hands out. Exhale, and then move your chest back towards your right thigh. Inhale, down dog lunge. Bring your ears in line with your upper arms. Exhale, inhale. Walk your hands back. Exhale. Bring your hands on either side of your right foot and step your left leg forward. Inhale. Step your right leg back. Exhale. Bring your left arm inside your left leg. Inhale, look to the front right corner of your mat. And exhale, walk your hands out. Push your chest back. Inhale, down dog lunge. And exhale here. Inhale here. And then come back to center, left hand outside your left foot this time. Exhale. Inhale, step your right leg forward. And exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Bend your knees. Inhale, stand up and reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana. One more of this sequence. It changes a little. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. That's to help you stay in the moment, because all we have is the moment. Inhale, Arda Uttanasana. Step your right leg back. Inhale, step your left leg back. Plank pose. Exhale. Bring your knees to the ground. Inhale. Bend your elbows and hover your body off the ground. Work to keep your body straight. And then inhale, cobra. Oh wait, no, we're not doing that. Exhale, come all the way down to your belly. I skipped a step. Stretch your arms back behind you, so at your sides. And then inhale, lift your head, lift your arms. I forgot this one, Shavasana. Make your feet heavy, even though they'll get light. And inhale, lift through your chest. Push down through your tailbone. Lift your upper back more. Bring your hands for cobra, beside your chest and on your mat. And inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come to your fingertips. Inhale, going to warrior one, right leg forward. Exhale, step your right leg forward, step your left foot forward a little. Inhale, turn your left heel down, and exhale, look forward. Inhale, push down to rise up, warrior one, and let's keep going. Hands down. Exhale, step back to plank, bend your knees to the ground, and bend your elbows. Oh my gosh, I sped it up. I did. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. It's okay, you'll be expecting it on this side. Come to your fingertips. Inhale, step your left leg forward, and step your right foot forward, turn it in and down. Exhale, look forward, and inhale, come up, reach up. But let's do that again. Keep going. Exhale, hands down, lift your right heel, step back, knees down, bend your elbows. It's a lot. Chaturanga, but it's not that much. Inhale, cobra, hips down, shoulders down. Tuck your toes. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Come up to your fingertips and step your right leg forward. Inhale. Bring your left knee down to the ground. Exhale. Take your right hand onto your right thigh. Inhale, stretch your left arm up. And then turn to the right. Twist your upper body. Exhale. Bend your left elbow and touch outside your right leg. Inhale. Take your right hand onto your left. Exhale. Twisted lunge. You can stay here or bring your left knee off the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center, touch the ground. Inhale. Straighten your left leg. Exhale. Step forward to change sides. Inhale, step your left leg forward. And exhale, step your right leg back. Bring your right knee down to the ground. Place your left hand on your thigh. Inhale. And exhale, stretch your right arm up. Turn to the left. Inhale. Bend your right arm, touch outside your left leg. Exhale. Take your left hand onto your right hand. Inhale, twist, twisted lunge. And if you want to take this a little bit further, you can bring your right knee off the ground. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Bring your hands to the ground, straighten your right leg. Inhale, step forward. And exhale, Uttanasana. Place your hands on your waist, bend your knees, and stand up. Inhale, and bring your arms to your sides. Tadasana, exhale. Right. Steady your breath. We've got another little flow to do. This is one that I think is going to be fun. Going to challenge us a little bit. But the challenge is there to help us stay in the moment, to remember that that's what there is. That this is the time to take care of ourselves for the future. There is only the present. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Step back to plank pose. Inhale. Bring your knees to the ground. Exhale, bend your elbows, but then straighten your arms again. Inhale. Bring your knees off the ground and step forward. Exhale. Bend your knees, stand up, reach up, and jump. Bring your arms to your sides. So it's like a yoga burpee. Yeah, well, in Vinyasa, we get to flow a little bit. And it's the best way to take care of the future is to get us moving and to get us into our body. So let's take care of the future by doing this here, now. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. Inhale, step it back to plank pose. Bring your knees to the ground and exhale, bend your elbows. Don't collapse though, so you're in charge. Inhale, straighten your arms. Lift your knees and exhale, step forward. Bend your knees, stand up, reach up, jump up. Inhale and exhale. Last one of these for now. Inhale, step your legs back. Bring your knees down and exhale. Bend your elbows until you can hold it. Then inhale, straighten your arms again. Bring your knees off the ground and exhale, step forward and stand up. Bend your knees, reach up, jump. Inhale, bring your arms to your sides. Tadasana. Inhale, stretch your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, Arda Uttanasana. Step your left leg back. Exhale. For me, I need to walk my right foot forward a little bit more so my ankle's under my knee. You might need to do that. Inhale, lunge pose. Look forward. Stay here. Exhale. Push down through your feet. Stretch your tailbone down and draw your belly in. Inhale. Bring your left knee down to the ground. Exhale. If your knee hurts here, you can always turn your mat over and flip it over and double it up. Push down through your feet, through your left knee. Use your fingers and your arms for little springs. Push down and spring up. Lift your torso up. Bring your hands onto your waist. And stretch your arms up overhead. Crescent lunge. You can stay here or bring your left knee off the ground. But no bonus points in yoga, so choose what's appropriate for you. We're going to go back to the twisted lunge that you saw in that last sequence. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale. And twist to the right. Turn your upper body to the right. Lean in a little and touch your left arm outside your right leg. Look to your hands or look over your right shoulder. And then come back to the crescent lunge. Stretch your arms up. Bring your hands down to the ground. Bring your left knee off the ground and look back at your left foot. Turn your left heel in and down. We're going into warrior two. Push down with your feet, lift your torso, and stretch your arms out to your sides. We're working for right knee over your ankle, and eventually your thigh will be parallel to the ground, maybe. Doesn't give you bonus points though. Remember, no bonus points in yoga. Your bonus points are for doing your best, and you give them to yourself. I'm not handing out points. Stretch your right knee forward, warrior two. Push through your back leg, stretch your tailbone down, and draw your belly in. And then straighten your right leg. Turn your palms to face out to the long edge of your mat, reach forward, and do a little side bend, triangle. Touch your right arm outside your right leg, stretch up through your left arm, and look up. Stretch it long through your spine. So to help with that, stretch your tailbone back towards your back foot, tone your belly, and then stretch through your spine. Sometimes we do triangle with your hand on the ground, your right hand here, but just hold your leg this time. Pull up on your leg and lengthen through your spine. I want you to feel that, and then lean your left shoulder back, lean your head back a little bit. I want you to really start to feel that you're a little more open in the pose. Cool. Bring your left hand onto your waist, bend into your right knee, and this can be challenging if you're working with balance. So heel toe your back foot forward rather than stepping it forward. Turn your heel in, toes in, heel in, toes in. Shorten the distance between your feet. That's probably enough. And then lean forward and bring your right hand down to the ground in front of and wider than your right foot. Then push into your right hand, push into your right foot. Lean forward even more. Use your back foot, push you forward, and lift up. Push you forward. My English isn't very good today. So you can keep your right knee bent here. That will help get a little more opening in your upper hip. Turn your left toes out to the side. And you can either look down at your right foot, or look out to the side, or even look up and over your left shoulder. You can also play with stretching your left arm up if you want. This is all Arda Chandrasana. Whatever variation you're doing, it's half moon pose, but that's plenty of time there. So bring your hand back down, bring your leg down into the forward fold. Step your left leg forward, square your hips, and fold forward. Uttanasana. Bend your knees as much as you need to touch the ground. Arda Uttanasana. Come up onto your fingertips, straighten your arms. And Uttanasana. Exhale. Push through your feet, bend your knees, and stand up, reach up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Step back to plank pose. Inhale. Bend your knees, bend your elbows a little. Exhale. Inhale, straighten your arms, bring your knees off the ground. And exhale, step forward. Bend your knees, stand up and reach up and do a little jump. And then keep going. Exhale, fold forward. Place your hands flat. Inhale, step back to plank. Bring your knees to the ground and exhale, bend your elbows a little. Inhale, straighten your arms and straighten your legs and exhale, step forward. Bend your knees, stand up and reach up. Inhale, jump and keep going. Last one of these. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank pose. Bring your knees down, bend your elbows a little. Exhale. Straighten your arms. Inhale, straighten your knees. Exhale, step forward. Bend your knees, stand up and reach up. Inhale, and bring your arms to your sides, Tadasana. And let's keep going. Inhale, exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Arda Uttanasana. Inhale, Uttanasana, exhale. Step your right leg back. Inhale into lunge pose. If you need to walk your left foot forward a little, do. I definitely do. And then look forward. Stretch down through your tailbone, tone your belly. And bring your right knee down to the ground for low lunge. And then bring your hands in front of your heart. Remember, you can always fold your mat over so it's protecting your knee. Stretch up through your spine and twist to the left. Lean in a little and touch your right arm outside your left leg. Twisted lunge. Our work is to take care of the present. That's going to help us when we move into the future. If we stay in the moment and work on doing our best here, it will help us in the future. It will help us remember that I forgot to do Crescent Lunge with you. See, in the moment I remember. When I'm thinking ahead, I forget. So, come back to center, stretch your arms up, and we'll do it here. I know we do it on both sides of the twisted lunge, but we'll just hold it a little longer here. You can keep your right knee on the ground, or bring your right knee off the ground. That's your choice. Stretch down through your tailbone. Move your belly back and really stretch up through your spine. Crescent lunge with the knee down or knee up. And then bring your hands down to the ground. Bring your right knee off the ground and look back at your right foot. And we're going into the warrior two again. So turn your right heel in and down. Work to have your right foot parallel to the short edge of your mat, so parallel to the back of your mat. Have your left foot straight ahead. Push through your feet and lift your torso up. Bring your hands onto your waist, and then when you're ready, stretch your arms out to your sides. Have your left knee pointing straight ahead. You can even look straight ahead over your left hand. I like fingers together. I find it gives me a little more feeling of power, of really being in the moment, but you can also spread your fingers out and shoot radiation of love out into the world or something. I don't know where that came from. Sorry about that. Push through your right foot, stretch your left knee forward. Warrior two, or Virabhadrasana 2. Stretch down through your tailbone and tone your belly. And then straighten your left leg. Turn your palms to face the back wall. Well, for me, it's the back wall. It's the right side of your mat. And then reach forward. Bring your left arm outside your left leg and get a nice grip on the back side of your left calf. Reach your right arm up. Triangle. If you can look up and it's comfortable in your neck, look up. If you keep stability there, or you can look out to the side or look down at the ground. Stretch your tailbone towards your right foot. And then move your belly back towards your spine a little. And keep your tailbone stretching towards your right foot and lengthen through your torso. Lean your right shoulder back. Lean your head back a little. That can feel like you're going to fall, but use your left hand gripping your left leg and push into your left leg. Push towards the right to help with your stability. Bring your right hand onto your waist. Look down at the ground and then heel toe your back foot forward a couple of times to shorten your stance. Then bend into your left knee, lean forward and touch your left hand to the ground. A little bit in front of and a little bit wider than your left foot. Then lean forward, bend into your left knee more, push through your right foot, push through your left hand and your left foot and lift your right leg up for Arda Chandrasen, half moon. You can stay here looking down at the ground with your right hand on your hip, or you can look out to the side, or maybe look up over your right shoulder. You also might want to play with straightening your right arm. Lengthen through your tailbone and tone your belly. And then come into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale here. Exhale here. Bend your knees, stand up and reach up. Inhale. Exhale, arms to your sides. Tadasana. We're going to scale it back to just one of those yoga burpees per side, but we're going to do that same sequence again and bring it into a little bit more of a flow. So it's a bit more like Vinyasa. So let's do this with our breath. Inhale, reach up. Bend your knees, touch the ground. Exhale. Step back to plank pose. Inhale. Bring your knees to the ground. Exhale, bend your elbows as much as you can to hold yourself up. Inhale, straighten your arms, so it's up to you. And exhale, straighten your legs, step forward. Bend your knees. Inhale, stand up, reach up. And then keep going, fold forward, Uttanasana. Now we'll move into this little flow. Inhale, Arda Uttanasana. Step your left leg back for lunge. Exhale. Look forward. Bring your left knee down to the ground. Inhale, stretch your arms up. I'm not going to forget the crescent lunge this side because I'm staying present. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, twist to the right. Twisted lunge. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Bring your hands to the ground, straighten your left leg. Exhale, spin your left heel down. Come up, warrior one. Inhale, warrior two. Warrior two. Stay here. Exhale. Straighten your right leg. Inhale. Turn your palms out and exhale. Triangle. Heel toe your back foot in. Inhale, bring your left hand onto your hip. Bend into your right knee and exhale, lean in and touch the ground. And inhale, lift your left leg and find your variation of Arda Chandrasana today. I like right knee bent for starting in this pose, but you maybe want to straighten your right leg. And with an exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Goes by much faster when we work with our breath. Inhale, Arda Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Bend your knees, stand up and reach up. Inhale. And exhale, arms to your sides. Last one of these. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Step your legs back. Inhale, one low burpee. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Exhale. Straighten your arms. Inhale, straighten your knees. And exhale, step forward. Bend your knees. Inhale, stand up, reach up, jump. And exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Arda Uttanasana. Step your right leg back. Exhale, lunge. Look forward and inhale, bring your right knee to the ground. I'm going to remember it this time. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, hands to your heart. Exhale, twist to the left, twisted lunge. Inhale here. And exhale, come back to center, touch the ground. Straighten your right leg. Inhale, spin your right heel down. And exhale, come up, warrior two. Inhale here, and exhale here. Straighten your left leg. Inhale, Trikonasana. Exhale. Bring your right hand onto your hip. Heel toe your right foot forward. Inhale, lean in, bring your left hand down, and exhale, lift it up. Arda Chandrasana, half moon. However it looks for you today. Stretch long through your tailbone, tone your belly. Inhale. And Uttanasana, come into the forward fold. Exhale. Inhale here. And exhale here. Arda Uttanasana. Inhale. Uttanasana. Exhale. Stand up, reach up. Bend your knees, stand up, reach up. Inhale. Bring your arms to your sides. Tadasana. Exhale. Steady your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Place your left hand on your waist. Inhale. Bend your right knee and grab the top of your right foot. Exhale. If you need a wall to help with stability here, just have a wall nearby that you can touch. You can come out and adjust. Stretch your right knee down, even back a little bit. Pull your right heel in and push your hips forward. I want you to feel the front of your right thigh stretching. Stretch your quads. So stretch your knee back a little, push your hips forward a little until you feel that thigh stretch. Look forward and release your right leg. Same thing on the other side. Right hand on your waist, bend your left knee, and grab your left foot. Stretch your left knee down, even back a little bit. Pull your left heel towards your outer left hip and push your hips forward. To help with that, you can think about stretching your tailbone down. That's going to help you move your hips forward a little bit. I want you to feel at the front of your left leg where your quads are. Steady your breath. And then release your leg. Stretch your arms up overhead. And bend your knees, fold forward. Step your legs back, come back down onto your shins like we did at the very beginning. Sit on your heels and sit up tall. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Take your right arm and bring it underneath your left arm. Move your left arm over to the left. Cross your upper arms and then bend your elbows. Bring your arms in towards your face, your hands. If you can cross your right hand so that your hands touch like prayer, do that. But if not, you can just pull your hands in opposite directions. So left hand to the left, right hand to the right. This is called eagle arms. Pull your elbows down, lengthen through your spine. This is a really nice stretch for our shoulders, especially for the muscles that support us in our shoulders. So when we did all those bending our elbows, going into what's called Chaturanga, or you might know it as low plank, this is going to help stretch the muscles that support us for that. Lift your elbows as high as your shoulders, and then push your elbows away from you, round through your upper back. Steady your breath. Stay here. And release your arms. Stretch your arms out in front of you, and then opposite side. Take your left arm underneath, move it over to the right. Take your right arm over top, over to the left. Then bend your elbows so your hands come towards your face. And if it's available, move your right hand to the right, left hand to the left, and touch your palms together. Pull your elbows down. Stretch up through your spine. And then lift your elbows as high as your shoulders. Push your elbows away and around into your upper back. And then release your arms. Take your right hand, hold above your left knee. Take your left hand and touch your lower back. And then sit up tall. Use your left hand on your lower back to encourage you sitting up tall. And then twist to the left. Just a gentle twist. Move your shoulders back, look to the left a little, lengthen through your spine. And then come back to center. Take your left hand above your right knee. Take your right hand onto your lower back. Sit up tall and twist to the right a little bit. Move your shoulders back. Sit up tall. And untwist. Touch the ground and move your hips over to one side. You're going to swing your legs around out in front of you. So move your hips over, move your feet the opposite way, stretch your legs out in front of you. Wiggle your hips back a little, place your hands beside you, and sit up tall. Dandasana, this is called, or staff pose, like a walking stick, that kind of staff. Stretch up through your spine and move your shoulders down. Place your hands on the ground firmly, push down, push your heels down, bend your knees, and shift your butt forward. And then lie down on your back. Stretch your legs out in front of you on the ground. Bring your legs together. Stretch your arms up and overhead along the ground. Bring your hands together. Point your toes and stretch through your fingers and your toes. Stretch through your whole body. Just one more pose, and that's Shavasana. Separate your feet so they're about as wide as your mat. Turn your palms up at your sides, so bring your arms up and overhead and back down to your sides, and turn your palms up. Turn your legs out, relax your hands and legs, relax your arms and your feet. Relax it all. Tuck your shoulders in a little. If it's relaxing to close your eyes, close your eyes. Relax your breath. We'll spend just about 90 seconds or so here to rest and reset. If you notice that you're holding on tension anywhere or your muscles are holding on, just place your awareness there and ask that area of your body to relax here. Shavasana is a chance to reset after your practice, and it's a chance for your body to organize the work and the learning that you did in class today, so that you can come back to that work when you go on your next yoga adventure. Start to deepen your breath. Move your fingers and your toes as you deepen your breath. Move your wrists and your ankles. Stretch your arms and your legs. And then bend your knees and turn onto your side. And press yourself up to seated. And come to a seated position with your legs crossed. Unless that's not comfortable, find a comfortable seat. It can be on a chair or on your bed if you're practicing in your bedroom. Sit up tall wherever you are. Bring your hands back in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra, the prayer position. Again, you can look down at the ground with your eyes open, or you can look straight ahead and close your eyes. The best way to take care of the future is to take care of the present. Thanks for working on yourself today to prepare for the future, which is now. Namaste. Thanks so much. I hope you really enjoyed class. I sure did. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, you can. Just click on my picture over there to subscribe. And if you'd like to do a little meditation to end class, there's a meditation of mine that I recommend. Thanks, OMies. See you soon.